to help kickstart manufacturing of that thing on your screen. It's three-wheeled solar electric vehicle. Joining me now in a Fox Business exclusive, Aptera Motors co-founder and co-CEO, Steve Fambro. Steve, welcome back. So the last time we spoke to you, you were kind of getting going, and now you've got this $44 million deal. Can you explain to us what that relationship will provide to help you get these things out there on the road faster?
Liz, great to be back. Thanks for the opportunity. Our team has been working well over a year with Shanghai Launch, a company in Shanghai, which is the EV design and manufacturing capital of the world, to help with our tooling, to help design our high volume assembly line, to get lower tool cost, and really help us scale far faster than we would have been able to here just by ourselves. And so it brought with it a strategic partnership and also an investment, which is going to be very helpful for us to scale.
And what will they be able to do? We're looking at a full car, which, by the way, you have not put out on the roads just yet. But which part of the vehicle and which parts within it would Launch be helping you with?
A lot of the parts are already designed and sourced, but we're talking, interiors, brackets, and different things that normally come from a disparate supply chain, wiring, et cetera, even perhaps circuits that could be sourced there in Shanghai, which is the EV design and manufacturing capital of the world. Trying to do that outside of that, I think, is very difficult, which is why most companies who are in the EV space have a footprint there.
Steve, I get it. I mean, I'm sure you do this because it also brings down costs. But the Trump administration has taken direct aim at anything Chinese coming into this country. And there's 120 to 125%, I think, tariff on Chinese vehicles. So how do you, I don't know, do you skirt around that?
No, it's no skirting. I mean, at the end of the day, we're an American company. We're American owned. We're designed in America, and we're doing the final assembly here in California. So we're just talking about the tooling, a lot of the sub-assemblies assembled at high volume that make it easy for us to do the final assembly here in California.
You've got the Carlsbad, California facility, and as I understand it, you're now able to produce, once the full green light gets going, something like 20,000 vehicles a year. What kind of interest have you seen in this? You got a wait list?
That's right. We have about a 2.5-year wait list, about $2 billion of vehicles that are reserved. So we've got our work cut out for us, which is why this relationship, I think, is so powerful. Launch has worked with many well-known companies, EV companies, to help them at different stages of their development to scale for high volume. And so they're coming in at our very late stage development and a validation even, and saying, look, we're going to help you scale your assembly line. We're going to help you scale this tooling. And we're going to do it for a price that makes your vehicle even more affordable, which our customers love. We want to make solar EVs available to everybody. And I think really attacking that cost is something that Launch has been very helpful with.
So they go about 40 miles, up to 40 miles of free solar powered driving per day, 400 miles of range per charge, full charge, 0 to 60 in less than 6 seconds. Retail price around $40,000. Who's this for? It's three-wheel. I mean, what kind of people are putting their names on the wait list?
They're typically people right now. It's broken up into, I would say, 2 main groups. It's actually 4, but to keep it simple, 2. Your tech early adopters and the people who are just want to do everything they can for the environment. Really 2 very divergent groups. Both of them are attracted to this vehicle for different reasons. Which is quite interesting. But they typically, with the tech group, they typically have other vehicles. With the environmental group, they want this to be their primary car. And it's very useful for that. I mean, you can put a lot of stuff in the trunk of this thing, a ladder, a surfboard. I mean, these things are very important in Southern California.
Yeah, you just revealed some surfers are putting in certainly some names on the wait list. Steve, what if, this may be a dumb question, but solar powered, what if there is a week and a half of rain where somebody lives?
Well, we've just had some third-party validation of our solar, and that report is going to be made public. It's by a very reputable, internationally known company that shows exactly how it will perform in fog and rainy weather versus sunny weather. And you might see a difference between, 15, 20 miles free per day up to 40 plus miles free per day. So it just depends on that weather. But in the end, it is basically reducing the number of times that you need to plug it in. And it's still, even in those conditions, we've got independent third-party data that we will share showing that even in those conditions, it still produces a meaningful amount of power.
Bring one to New York right outside Fox Business. We'll take a spin once we're allowed to. Again, regulatory bodies here in the U.S. haven't quite yet approved everything. But quick question, you're getting some parts of it designed in China. Can you sell them in China? Would there be a market?
Well, part of the strength of the launch relationship is they already have a global footprint. They're already manufacturing vehicles globally, not just in China. And so we have seen interest from our research in many different regions. We have pre-orders in different regions, but outside of that, our research shows that there's lots of interest outside of the United States and in regions that launch operates. And so they open us up to that global market to homologation efforts, making it right-hand drive versus left-hand drive. That's what they do. Right. And it's far easier than us doing it here.
Well, I want to take that thing. I've taken that baby right into Times Square. I swear I would do it.
I'll pick you up next time.